Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is my channel, Jazzy Jim Tarot. You can find me on TikTok and Twitter. I can't remember my full intro right now, so I'm not gonna go on all that. But I am back. It's been a long time. I have missed you. I've been just going through it, but welcome back. And to those that are new, hello. As always, I'm glad to see you. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick little message. I did some messages on TikTok throughout the week, and this is my first video back on YouTube. So let's go ahead and connect with the collective's energy and see what Spirit needs to let us know. I do want to say, all right, that if you have been going through a period where you've been needing to like just chill out, just take a step back, just allow things to happen as they need to be, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of, I wouldn't say stagnation, but a little bit of stillness, okay? Because at least with stillness, you can still create some type of pathway out of the darkness, if that makes sense. With stagnation, you're just refusing to do anything. There's no wiggle room for any type of movement. And it's very important that we acknowledge this time that Spirit is giving to us to take time for ourselves. You know, a lot of the people and a lot of the things that we are surrounded by takes a lot of energy to maintain. Like having to keep up appearance at work, having to keep up with a certain level of expectations from our peers, like that takes a lot of energy. And when that is not who you are, if this is a situation where you are having to be something other than you, Lord, I already know that's so exhausting. Let's see right here. Look at that. It says take time to breathe out. Decimating moon. What did I just say? Okay, we're taking time to sit down and analyze and taking time for ourselves and realizing that we too deserve loving energy. We too deserve a break. We shouldn't have to be breaking our backs for other people that aren't willing to break their backs for us. Yes, I understand. Put in the work where you need to put in the work. All right. But do not hate yourself to the point where you sacrifice yourself for people that take your energy and give you nothing back. All right. Look right there. Nothing is yet set in stone, because it's not. The same way the moon changes cycles is the same way our life evolves. Okay. The way the moon is not the same each night, we have to acknowledge that we too change every day. We too change every period, every 6 months, every 3 months, every month even. Nothing is set in stone, and everything can be different day by day. So we have to realize that we can change the course in a matter of seconds, matter of minutes. And we can make one decision and that offset everything that we've done. Right? That can change everything we had planned for. And it's just like, I remember I believe my manager told me, she said, you know, God laughs at our plans, because, you know, you never know what Spirit has in store for you. You never know what's coming next. Okay. So when you go and try and plan something out to the T, and then the T is not lined the way that you thought it would be, and the I is not dotted in the space that you needed it to be, you can't be upset, because Spirit already told you, I'm guiding you in this moment. Do not be so like hard-headed, and do not be so stubborn to be stuck in this moment when this is not the moment that's for you. Okay, this is not the moment that is for you. So when Spirit forces us to take a breath, when Spirit forces us to pay attention to our surroundings, that's really a gift, you know, because not everybody can get that. Emotions are running high. I understand, because when things don't go to plan, it makes you stressed out. It makes you feel like everything is just going to wherever. You can go into crap or whatever, you know. It's just like, and it's not your fault. But you have to just let yourself flow. Let yourself just be guided and surrender and understand you can't control everything. You can't control every aspect of your life. You can't control other people. Whatever people do is what people are going to do. And we have to realize that, you know. it's just like something I've been telling myself lately is if they make the decision to do that, it's not my fault that they chose to take the route that they did. It's not my fault that they hurt me in the way that they did. Okay? If they decided and made the conscious decision to do what they wanted to do, they wanted to do it anyway. It's not my fault. It's not that I was doing something that they didn't like. It's not that I was dressed in a way that they didn't like me dressed or whatever. They made the conscious decision to hurt me because I was not important enough to them in that moment. It's just like we have to accept and understand that these people are not ours to control. These are not our puppets. These are not our dolls. We are living a life. We are living a purpose. And when these people are out of alignment with our purpose, it's going to show, and Spirit's going to remove them. In one message that I posted today, I said Spirit is the only reason why you are progressing the way that you're progressing is because Spirit removed you from spaces that you wouldn't remove yourself from. Okay? Look, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. This is a whole new slate, a whole new time, all right? These next 6 months are very vital to show you, right? To show you what's important to you, to motivate you to get to where you need to be. These next 6 months are going to be way different than the 6 months that just passed. Okay, these next 6 months are going to determine where you will be for the next year. This next 6 months will determine the energy that you are willing to accept, the changes that you are going to go through, the people that are going to be removed. It's going to highlight all these things. And when Spirit says it's time to get up, you need to get up and start running. All right, because she gave you, whoever you want to believe or whatever, it doesn't matter. They gave you a head start that most people would not get. This is a very fiery moment. You see, we have Moon in Aries. Okay? We are finally putting our energy where our energy needs to be placed. Okay? We are going to be in a situation where now is the time to put our thoughts into action. All that talk you've been saying since January, talk about you gonna get up, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, you gonna work out, you gonna eat better, you gonna start this job, you're gonna start this this new page, you're gonna start a TikTok, whatever have you, a YouTube, you gonna do it. You need to do it. It's very important that you do it. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna take time. But listen, whatever you put your energy into will flourish. You have 6 months, you have years, you have time ahead of you. It's not like you have to do it today. It's not like everything has to happen right now. It's just the blessing of being in the moment and creating and being yourself, right? You need to allow yourself to indulge in who you are and explore who you are, okay? It's time to take action, but take action in what you would want to do, not of what others would want you to do, right? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon and eclipse. That's powerful, though. I think I want to pull one more, but I'm not too sure. I think I want to go straight to tarot. But yeah, you know. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm not going to take all these, but basically it says new start is coming. That's very, like, it correlates with all this. Confidence is your key to success, and step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I guess I'll take it because they all go together. But I probably won't pull tarot on that because that's self-explanatory, right? It's time to give rather than take. Other than, oh, okay, my fault. I just got a whole lot going on. So you got 2 new moons, well, 3 new moons, really. This is like very manifestation energy. We're manifesting. We are trying to take this fresh start and run with it. With the Leo energy, you have a lot of fire here. So it's just really putting fire behind what you're trying to do, making sure that you are yourself. You have the confidence to complete everything. You need to understand that even though somebody else is doing it, you may do it in a different way that people aren't used to. You may have it done in a way. Sorry, my cat is upset. He's in timeout. All right, we're not going to worry about him. and he's meowing, all right? But either way, it's like, yes, continue to be you, continue to be who you are, explore who you are, but don't allow the person that you are to hold yourself back either. If you notice that you have a common cycle of just sitting back and realizing that you're too afraid to start your own thing, you're too afraid to be who you are, you're too afraid to make a move in your situation, you need to break that cycle. That's why you have to step out of your comfort zone. You can't continue. The things that have been working before cannot work now. The things that have been setting you back 10 steps cannot happen now. All right? Whatever you have been doing, whatever you have been putting your energy into, right? And stopping yourself from being the person that you're meant to be, you cannot continue doing these same things. These self-medicating habits, these, oh, I don't think I can do this because I'm this type of person and they do it way better than me. You have to stop that way of thinking, that way of feeling. It's just like, yes, it takes time to evolve from that, but you cannot continue to put yourself down and think that you are not worth this when other people do it half the work that you do and still are successful. Right? They do half of the things that you do. They don't even put the passion and the effort that you do, but you think that you're not worth it because they make more money. They're doing it for the money, not because it's worth their time. So, like I said, do not take what you have been doing these past 6 months into these next 6 months, because this is what's going to hinder you. This is what's going to stop you from being the person and the player and the successful whatever. And it will put a complete halt to that. You will have to wait another 6 months, another year, more years to be the person that you're supposed to be now. All right? It's like you've already held off on all of this in such a long time. All right? You held out on yourself. You degraded yourself. You told yourself you weren't good enough. You told yourself all these things, and now you believe it. And you think that people that are lesser, or not lesser, because you're not greater than or lesser than anyone. All right? We're talking about people that can't do what you do, but still do it and are successful in it. But they don't do it the way that you do it. You know, if you crochet, people can't crochet the way that you do. It's all like your projects are very intricate. They're very different. They're very personable and collectible. People can't do that. They can't do what you do. They follow a template and sell that template, right? You do it off the top, off the dome. I'm not going to take that, but yeah. But it's just like people can't do life the way that you do it. They can't. You are just a different individual, a different being. And Spirit wants you to see that. And don't be so modest that you stop everything that is going for you. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So, yes, it says failure on the top, but really the 7 of Pentacles in reverse is talking about you're fighting to take a break. Yes, the 7 of Pentacles, when it's upright, you're waiting for growth. You're waiting for something to happen, something to move. But when you tend to your garden, you tend to your talents, to yourself, this is where growth happens. But it doesn't happen in a day. It happens gradually, okay? It's like she's been drawing circles in the sand for years, for months, for days, however long your time period is. She's been sitting here wondering when somebody's going to come and save her. But now it's in reverse because you don't trust Spirit. You don't trust that Spirit's going to get you to where you need to be. When Spirit says, hey, I think you need to take a break. I think you need to leave this job. I think you need to leave that friend alone. I think you need to leave this relationship. You're like, no. Because if I leave this job, I'll have no money. If I leave this friend group, I'll have nobody. If I leave this relationship, I won't experience love. You're telling Spirit what you won't get, what you'll lose out. And they know exactly what you're going to lose, but they're going to bring you something that is more valuable to you. They're going to bring you something that is more beneficial to you. And you sit here and you're telling yourself, nah, Spirit, you tripping, you tripping out on me because you just want me to be alone. You want me to be isolated from these folks. You want me to be depressed. That's not what Spirit's trying to do. Because you don't know how long it's going to take for them to bring new people, new jobs, new something, right? We have Prince of Cups in reverse. This to me is like, it's the offer from Spirit. It's this idea, this new passion. What is it? It's like something that makes you motivated. This is the fire. Even though it's water, it's emotional based, right? You probably saw, like, let's say you went outside and you saw a group of homeless people and that made you feel some type of way. And that made you feel like they need help. They need more resources. Why is it that they're sitting on the street while I have a home? I understand some people choose to be that way, but it shouldn't make their life harder. I need to make an organization of something that makes the community benefit from, you know? I should be able to give the food that I don't eat to them without feeling like I'm doing it out of need. I don't know how to explain that, but it's just like giving yourself a purpose, seeing something and being like, this is what I need to work towards. This is what I need to work on. This is something that makes me feel passionate, something that makes me feel like this is where I need to be right now. Right? This is where I'm supposed to put my energy into. Spirit gave you this flower, this idea, this gift. You're seeing these things for a reason, repeatedly. You feel this way for a reason, repeatedly. Okay? See, the Magician came out again, so it was very important that you have this. Everything that you need to do, you have the tools for. All your manifestations, all your wishes, all your gifts will be heard and listened to and seen. Spirit is telling, when you connect with me and you surrender to me, I give into you the same way you give into me. So when you take this sign and this synchronicity and take it to heart and be like, Spirit, I hear you. Now you are in the works of finally understanding your purpose and your cycle. This lack of hope, this lack of healing, this lack of pouring into yourself the same way people pour into people, this is going to disappear. This hope, this lack of hope that you've been feeling is going to decimate the second that you listen to your calling, the second that you listen to where you need to be. Right? These next 6 months, and this is even a 6-month reading, but I'm hearing 6 months repeatedly. All right? 6 months, bro. And don't take that timing to heart, because your 6 months can start 2 months from now. Your 6 months can start a year from now. But either way, if you figure out what your calling is, what your purpose is, what's important to you, that 6 months starts right there. And it's like you'll have everything. Spirit will bless you. Spirit will give to you what you need. They will show you exactly what you have to do. If you're looking for a storefront, they'll be like, hey, look, I understand the storefront looks kind of beat down and dirty, but you can clean it up. You can make it look nice, all right? You get it for a cheaper price because you can afford it, right? You may not think that this is for you because you want that big fancy corner office. But that's not what you need right now. You need to start slow. You need to start where you can be successful and grow. So that way you can go from a storefront in somebody else's building into your own building, bro. And that doesn't have to be a business. It's just in general. That position that you've been wanting, that higher management position that you've been wanting, maybe you need to just be one level up. Whether that's a cash register clerk or whether that is an assistant manager or some lower level of higher management, if that makes sense. This is where you need to start so that way you can move up gradually because you deserve it, not because you did it so fast that you lost it. Because there's some people that want to wish on your downfall so bad. They want you to fail. They want you to take this position knowing that you're not prepared for this position. You need to soak up all the knowledge that you can get before you can be in the place that you want to be so bad. Do not rush nothing, because there's nothing to rush. I understand tomorrow is not promised, but my love, do not rush what is meant for you, because it comes to you regardless if you allow it. So I'm gonna end it there. I love this message. I love you guys. I missed doing all of this, and this is such a beautiful message. Pay attention to your new moons. Focus on your new moon rituals if you do that, all right? Pay attention to what Spirit is trying to guide you towards and what Spirit is showing you on a day-to-day basis. Look at your surroundings, all right, my love? So I'm gonna leave it there. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe this video. Share it to somebody that you think needs this message, or at least save it for later when you need to listen to it in the next 6 months, all right? See how much of this resonates with you. If it does not resonate, do not worry about it. There's a message for somebody in here. There's more videos on my channel, and I hope to see y'all next time. And I love you guys, and I will see y'all again.